Morning, dear students. We were reading about the different kinds of verbs. Today I am going to tell you another type of verbs on the basis of changeability. There are two types of verbs on the basis of changeability. Changeability means whether the verb changes with the tense or with the subject. Means if we change the verb, whether if we change the tense, if the verb changes, or if we change the subject, like subject's number in singular number or plural number or first person, second person, third person, according to that if the verb changes or not. So we can see there are two types of verb, finite and non-finite. Finite here means which does not change with the tense and the subject. Which changes. Finite means those verbs which change according to the tense, change according to the subject. Okay, those will be finite verbs. Like if we are using one verb in present tense, in the past it will be different, in the future it will be different. For singular subject it will be different, for plural subject it will be different. So those type of verbs are called finite verbs. For example, my brother listens to the music. Brother listens. Here brother is single, so we have used listens. If we say my friends, then we will say listen. Means for singular we will say listens, for plural we will say listen. So it is different verb used. Similarly, if we use in past tense, we will say they listened to the music. So in present it is listen, in past it will be listened. That means it is changing according to the tense and the subject. So these all verbs are called finite verb. Now coming to the non-finite verb. So just opposite to finite, that which remains unchanged even if we change the tense, means it will be same in present, past, future or any other tense. It will be same whether the subject is singular or plural. We will not change the verb. Those type of verbs are called non-finite verbs. Okay, now you can see how they are not changing. Look at these example. I want to become an officer. I wanted to become an officer. They wanted to become officer. He wants to become officer. Now in all these sentences you can see I want, first it is present tense, okay, but to become is not changing. In past tense also I wanted to become. To become is same as it was in present tense. They wanted, they is plural number, again we are using to become. He wants to become, he is singular, again we are using to become. So you can see here whether our subject is singular or plural, he or they, to become remains same. Whether it is want or wanted, to become remains same, either in present or past, both it is not changing. Okay, so these are non-finite verbs. Now non-finite verbs are three types: infinitive, participle and gerund. Infinitive means whenever we use the preposition to before the verb. Okay, like in the earlier example also, to become we were saying. So to become means to plus verb first form. The preposition to comes before the verb, and verb is always used in first form. Remember, whenever the verb preposition to comes before the verb, always verb will come in first form. So this type of non-finite is called infinitive. To become is infinitive. Okay, here again other example, to err is human. Here to err means to make error. She wants to reach. Here to reach is infinitive. The man tried to break. To break is infinitive. Remember, to plus verb, this is called infinitive. Participle, here participle can be present or past participle. In present participle we use ing form, and in past participle we use the third form of the verb. Okay, like ing form, the dying man called his sons. Here the word dying, it is ing form of verb. Okay, dying man, it is present participle. Go to the tailor and get your torn shirt stitched. Torn shirt, torn is the third form, so it is past participle. Now remember, here the most important point about participle is whether we use the ing form or the third form, means present participle or past participle. Participle will be working in the sentence as adjectives. Remember, this is the most important point, कि participle do the work of adjective in the sentence, like dying man. Here dying is adjective for man. Torn shirt, what type of shirt? Torn shirt. Okay, so it is not functioning like a verb. Remember, it only looks like verb, but actually it does not do the work of verb. So it is acting like an adjective in this sentence. Remember, so participle, it can be present or past, ing form or third form, and they will work as adjective, then they are called participles. Okay, gerund, gerund is also ing form of the verb. Okay, but here as present participle was also ing form, so difference between present participle and gerund is when present participle was acting like adjective, here remember gerund will do the work of a noun. Gerund will be used as a noun in the sentence, means we are using any ing form of verb like a noun in the sentence. For example, reading is a pleasure for some people. Here reading, ing form, is the noun, is the subject of the sentence. Okay, I dislike using others things. Here it is functioning as noun. Teaching is not a child's play. Here again the word teaching, ing form, is used as noun. Okay, so when the ing form is used as noun in the sentence, it is called gerund. So these are non-finite verbs. Okay, now you have this activity, fill in the blanks with infinitive, participle or gerunds as directed. Like first one, let's do I forget as infinitive. You have to use forget as infinitive. As infinitive, simply as infinitive means you have to add to before the verb. That means to forget. This will be answer. To forget instantly has become your regular habit. You are making it infinitive. Infinitive is to plus verb. So here answer is to forget. Okay. Gerund, again you can see here gerund means ing form, so you will use ing form here. Participle, participle can be present or past, yet now we have to choose which one will be used. A roll, or present is rolling and past is rolled. So what will be correct answer? A rolling stone or a rolled stone? That you have to decide. Okay, this way you have to do this activity. That's all for today. Thank you.